This is the most amazing beach I have ever seen. Here, the wound heals instantly. The child came back from a lap has matured. What secrets are hidden in this beach? Mike's family of 4 was invited to a beach for a holiday. As soon as they got off the bus, the manager received them warmly. Treat and Alice had a good time. I also met my new friend Jerry, is the manager's nephew. In the evening, Mike and his wife quarreled in their room. It turns out that husband and wife are getting divorced. I came on vacation to take advantage of the children's happiness, tell the sister and brother about the divorce. Outside the room, the brothers and sisters found Jerry writing them a letter. It's full of graphic symbols. At dawn, there are drivers who pick them up to the famous scenic spots, Killing Beach, Hiss. There are also 2 families with them, namely, the doctor's family, 3 generations of grandparents and Huang and his wife. Before that 2 people had arrived at Killing Beach first. One is a blonde who is going to swim naked. The other is black brother wearing sunglasses. Sunshine, beach, bikini, this is what a holiday should look like. While the children were hiding in the water and playing hide and seek, something floated from behind, turning around frightened Trit. When adults hear voices coming, I saw the body of a blonde, floating on the water. Black brother, who has been silent, was shocked. Mike took out his cell phone and tried to call the police. It turns out that there is no signal at all. At this time, Black sister and Huang also came to the beach. While everyone was busy investigating the murder, the doctor's mother suddenly felt unwell again. He soon died, and the doctor was deeply saddened. The doctor didn't think this beach could stay long, since the cell phone has no signal, go back the same way. As a result, I just walked into the exit of the canyon. The next second he lost consciousness. When he woke up, he returned to the beach strangely. What is even more bizarre is that Triton Alice, whom I haven't seen for a while. He has grown into a young man. Parents were shocked when they saw it. Black brother wanted to escape when he saw it. As a result, like a doctor, he entered the canyon and soon lost consciousness. And then bounced back to the beach. Faced with many bizarre situations, all the people on the beach are in a mess, and something seemed to be shining on the top of the mountain in the distance. Black sister held a short meeting, trying to find common ground in everyone. I didn't expect the adults who came here to suffer from serious diseases. For example, doctors have mental illness. Black sister has ancestral epilepsy. Mike's wife has a tumor of 3 centimeters. But just for a while on the island, this tumor is so big that it is within reach. If it is not removed immediately, I'm afraid Mike's wife is going to see God too. In the end, Mike was cruel, asked the doctor to help remove the tumor. As a result, one knife went down, the tumor healed before it was seen. The surgical incision just cut, it healed in an instant. People can't take care of surprise. The doctor also started the second knife. Everyone helped to tear the wound open. This successfully brought out a tumor as big as a football. A female corpse floated from the beach. They picked her up and covered her up. As a result, it didn't take long for the body to become a pool of bones. Everyone was in an uproar, because it normally takes 7 years for bones to rot, and it took only 3 hours on this beach. At this time, people suddenly realized half an hour on the beach is equivalent to a year outside. The cells in brain nails are special, compared with other cells in the body. So it didn't grow wildly. At the same time, Trite and Mary, who grew up rapidly, did something wrong. When the adults react, Mary has stood up, but in the end, because the baby can't adapt to the rapidly aging cells, it just came out. He died. Treat couldn't accept the death of his child for a while. Emotional excitement. Mary's doctor's father began to lose his mind, eventually lost his mind completely, stabbed the poor black brother to death. At this time, the number became Ni. In order not to let the doctor continue to fool around, Mike carefully took the knife from his hand. And Huang decided to try again by water. After Huang left, Mike and his wife reorganized their thinking. I found that everyone bought the medicine from Viking Pharmaceutical Factory. I won the grand prize of luxury vacation tour. Combined with the figure passing by on the opposite hill, they seem to understand that this is a conspiracy. At this moment, a big wave came over. Huang, who went out to sea, became a corpse. It seems that land and water are just as dangerous. The black girl who lost her husband couldn't stand the blow. Epileptic seizures eventually left everyone. At that time, everyone panicked. I don't know what to do. Mary started rock climbing with her bare hands. Just as she touched the top of the cliff, lost consciousness, falling from a height, lost his life. In the evening, Kuti and his brother found a diary on the beach. This is what our predecessors left here. It says that some minerals around this place and in the sea will accelerate the aging of Huma in cells. The diary also recorded the list of those people in detail. It seems that he is going to be a member of the list, and Treat is in despair. It's getting dark. The camera on the opposite hill is particularly clear. Who are the people on the mountain? And why observe T. Him? Mike's vision began to. Mike's wife's hearing is also obviously declining. After the insane doctor and his wife died, Mike's family was left. Couples who were arguing not long ago are now getting old, maybe only in a short-lived life. People can clearly know what they really want. Two people let go of the past in this way. I just watch each other accompany each other purely. After this short and complete life, when the sky lights up again, the surviving siblings are middle-aged. They only have about 13 hours left. Anyway, it's all dead. Treat suggested that he should go to the beach and build a sand castle. Just like when I was a child. Or more accurately, just like yesterday, playing. Treat suddenly remembered Jerry he met at the resort before. Didn't he give himself a letter? When Treat finds the letter again, only to find that Jerry's message to them is, "My uncle doesn't like Coral." Isn't his uncle the manager who encouraged them to come to the beach? Can Coral help them leave? Two people immediately went into the water, tried to cross the Coral. Sure enough, it was not disturbed by or grew. It didn't take long for Alice to scratch her clothes by Coral. The situation is at stake. Switch the perspective to the top of the mountain. The observer is the driver. He saw that two people did not surface again. Then report to your boss. All the testers have died, and then left with the equipment. It turns out that this place is a resort on the surface. In fact, it is the laboratory of Viking Pharmaceutical Factory. And that manager is the person in charge of the laboratory. They choose 12 people at a time to go to the Beach of Death, just to test their newly developed medicine. Because beaches accelerate aging, so they can use this to collect the experimental cycle of new drugs in human body. And they are excited to announce the newly developed antiepileptic drug is very successful, because the black girl with epilepsy? I didn't have an attack on the beach for a long time. What a bunch of demons in human skin. Fortunately, the wicked have their own days, just on a new day. A policeman received a diary. According to the list in his diary, investigated the missing person. At the same time, Treat and Alice also stood safe and sound in front of everyone. Yes, they managed to escape from the Coral Passage. The wicked will eventually get the legal punishment they deserve.